Hey there, amazing listeners. Welcome back to Daily English Delights, the podcast where we break down everyday language and make learning fun and accessible. I'm your host, Maya, and I'm absolutely thrilled to be here with you today.
And I'm Jack, always happy to join Maya and all of you. It's fantastic to connect with everyone tuning in, whether you're on your morning commute, taking a break, or just chilling at home. We really appreciate you spending some time with us.
We truly do, Jack. And we've got a really interesting and I think super practical topic lined up for everyone today. But first, before we dive into anything, how are you doing this morning, Jack? You're looking quite sprightly.
Oh, thank you, Maya. You know what? It's a beautiful morning out there. The sun is shining, and honestly, I feel surprisingly fresh today. I got a decent night's sleep, which is always a bonus, and I woke up feeling quite energized, ready to tackle the day. How about you? Are you feeling the morning buzz?
Really? That's wonderful to hear. I, on the other hand, feel a little sleepy, to be honest. I think I definitely need a strong cup of coffee before I can truly get into the swing of things. My brain isn't quite at full capacity just yet.
Coffee again, Maya? I've noticed you drink quite a bit of coffee. Is it like a daily ritual or more of a survival strategy on those mornings when sleep just doesn't cooperate?
Maybe a bit of both, Jack. It's definitely a ritual, but some days it's essential for survival. But hey, coffee or no coffee, it definitely makes me feel alive and ready to engage with the world. And speaking of engaging, that leads us perfectly into today's main topic, doesn't it?
It absolutely does. So, for our listeners, what juicy topic are we unwrapping today? I'm excited to hear what insights you've brought for us.
Today, we are diving deep into the world of simple daily habits, and perhaps even more importantly for our English learners, the everyday English words we use to describe them. We're talking about those small, often overlooked actions that make up our entire day, and the straightforward vocabulary that brings them to life.
I love this topic, Maya. It's such a brilliant idea because these are the words people really use in real life every single day. We're not talking about obscure academic terms or complex business jargon. We're talking about the language that connects us to our routines, our homes, and our interactions. It's the foundation of fluent, natural conversation.
Exactly. Sometimes learners get so focused on studying difficult English, trying to master advanced grammar or impressive vocabulary. And while that's certainly valuable, we often forget that simple English, the language of our daily lives, is arguably the most useful. It's what allows you to function, communicate, and truly feel comfortable in an English-speaking environment.
Absolutely. It's about building confidence with the basics, isn't it? If you can confidently describe your morning, your evening, your chores, or your workday, you've got a solid base for any conversation. And it's often these seemingly simple words that native speakers use automatically without even thinking about it. For learners, mastering them makes a huge difference.
Definitely. So, let's start at the very beginning of the day. Jack, what is the very first thing you typically do when your alarm goes off in the morning? Walk us through that initial moment.
Okay, the very first thing? Well, my alarm usually goes off, and I'll admit, my initial instinct is to hit the snooze button at least once. But after that mini battle, I usually turn off my alarm completely. Then, almost immediately, I reach for my phone. It's a habit, I know, but I check my messages, see if anything urgent came through overnight, maybe a quick scroll through the news headlines. It's definitely not the most mindful start, but it's my reality, I guess.
That sounds incredibly relatable, Jack. I think many of our listeners are probably nodding along right now. The phone check is almost automatic for so many of us these days. What happens after the digital check-in?
Same here, honestly. After a quick scan, I usually force myself to get out of bed. It's never easy, especially on colder mornings. The next step is always to open the window. I really like that blast of fresh air in the morning. It helps to clear my head and signals that the day has truly begun. Even if it's just for a few minutes, that connection to the outside makes a difference.
I love that. Getting some fresh air. It really does invigorate you, doesn't it? So once you're out of bed and the window's open, what's next on the agenda? Are you heading straight for the kitchen, perhaps?
Absolutely. After that, I pretty much head straight to the kitchen. For me, the morning ritual isn't complete with a warm drink, so I'll put the kettle on and make myself a cup of tea. It's usually a simple black tea, nothing fancy, but that warmth is just so comforting and helps me ease into the day. Sometimes I'll just hold the mug and stand by the window, watching the world wake up.
That sounds wonderfully peaceful, Jack. A nice cup of tea. Me, I'm usually making toast or sometimes frying a couple of eggs because, let's be honest, I am always hungry in the morning. Food is just calling my name as soon as I'm awake.
Food is always on your mind, isn't it, Maya? I swear you're always thinking about your next meal. But, that's a perfectly normal, healthy human impulse. Food is definitely important for getting that energy boost and setting you up for the day.
It absolutely is. So after breakfast, or whatever your morning sustenance looks like, then we get ready for work, don't we? What are your key items you collect before heading out the door?
Yes, absolutely. The getting ready phase. For me, it's a mental checklist, almost a routine. I always make sure I take my bag, which has my laptop and other essentials. Then, obviously, my keys. Can't leave home without those. And my wallet, of course. Those three are non-negotiable. I do a quick pat-down check, phone, keys, wallet, before I even think about stepping out.
That's a smart system, Jack. I, on the other hand, always seem to forget something. Usually it's my keys, which inevitably leads to a frantic search around the house just when I'm already running late. It's a classic Maya move, I'm afraid.
Oh, that happens to me too, Maya, all the time. I've had countless moments where I'm just about to close the door and then boom, where are my keys? And they're usually in the most obvious place, like right next to the door. It's just that morning rush sometimes messes with your brain a little bit,
Exactly. The morning scramble is real. So, fast forward a bit, and we're at work. What's your first order of business once you've settled in?
Once I'm at work, I sit at my desk, get comfortable, and then the first thing is to open my laptop. The moment that screen flickers to life, it signals the official start of the workday. And immediately after that, I check my emails. Sometimes, Maya, there are just too many messages. It feels like a never-ending inbox, even before 9 a.m.
I completely empathize with that, Jack. The email mountain can be daunting. But after a productive day's work, it's time to wind down. What does your post-work relaxation look like when you finally get home?
Same here, Maya. After work, I absolutely love to just relax at home. There's something incredibly comforting about shedding the day's responsibilities. I'll usually kick off my shoes, maybe change into something more comfortable, and then I often sit on the sofa and watch something funny. A good comedy or a lighthearted show is perfect for just switching off and unwinding.
That sounds like a perfect way to decompress. Or sometimes, for me, I might pick up a good book and read a few chapters before sleeping. It's a nice, quiet way to transition from the day's events to a peaceful night's rest.
That sounds wonderfully peaceful, Maya. Reading before bed is a fantastic habit. It really helps to calm the mind, doesn't it? Much better than scrolling through social media right before you try to sleep.
Absolutely. It's a great way to disconnect. And speaking of before bed, Jack, there's one crucial item we absolutely cannot forget these days. What is it?
Yes, the absolute essential for modern living, the charger. You absolutely cannot forget to plug in your phone. A dead phone in the morning is a disaster these days, isn't it? It's like being cut off from the world. No maps, no messages, no podcast notifications. It's a small habit, but a very important one.
It really is a disaster. You feel so helpless without your phone fully charged. It's funny, isn't it, Jack, how many simple words we use every single day to describe these routine actions, these tiny moments that make up our lives.
It truly is, Maya. And that's precisely why this topic is so crucial for anyone learning English. These small words, turn off, check, get out, open, make, take, sit, watch, read, forget, they're the building blocks. They help us speak real, natural English confidently without sounding stilted or formal. They're the glue that holds our conversations together.
Exactly. They're practical, they're common, and indispensable. So, everyone listening right now, we encourage you to try a little exercise. Look around your room, wherever you are, right now, and try to say the names of objects you see in English. Then, try to describe one simple action you do with that object. For example, I open the window, or I sit on the sofa.
That is one of the best and simplest ways to practice, Maya. Just label everything, describe your actions, make it a game. The more you integrate these words into your active vocabulary, the more natural and fluent your English will become. It's all about consistent, small steps.
Couldn't agree more, Jack. And before we wrap things up today, don't forget to subscribe to Daily English Delights wherever you get your podcasts. And please support us by sharing this episode with a friend or leaving us a review. It really helps us reach more learners.
Yes, absolutely. And also, we'd love to hear from you. Comment on our social media or wherever you're listening and tell us your favorite everyday English word or a daily habit you find interesting. We love reading your feedback.
All right, it is unfortunately time for us to go now, but we've had such a fantastic time discussing these essential everyday English words with you all.
We will see you again very soon with another episode full of practical English tips and fun insights. Until then, keep practicing.
Take care, everyone, and thank you for tuning in.
Bye for now. Keep practicing your English every single day. Those little habits really do add up.